Hey there, Santi with santinet.com, and in this video I want to go over a little bit of WordPress getting your site going. In the last video we discussed how to set up your web hosting. So now at this point you should have your web hosting set up and ready to go to start working on your WordPress site. So let's see here, I'm going to take me out of the way. So here I went ahead and I logged into my hosting account. Okay, so we'll go ahead from this control panel. You see the domain that we registered last time, santialfonso.com. I'll go ahead and click login. And in here, this is what they call your cPanel. Okay, so in here you have all this cool stuff that you could do with your website and all this interesting information, right? The one thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight into our WordPress site. Now, last time when we set up our WordPress site, you should have gotten this secure URL. For example, I'm gonna show you here. This is the one that we got last time. Let me move my video out of the way. Okay, so it's your website address slash something, right? Some awkward word or something, and this is where we would have logged into. Now if you didn't make a note of that and you lost it, let me show you something. If we go back to the cPanel and you click on WordPress A2 optimized, this is where you would have installed it, right? Now if you look below, it's going to show you all of the sites that you installed WordPress on, right? You can click on this icon for admin and it'll take you right into your WordPress admin without you even having to log in. Okay, if not, you would have gone to this URL, used it, your username and password along with this captcha here that's used for more security. Okay, but since we're already in, this is your WordPress site right here. This is your admin. This is where all the magic happens. Okay. Now I haven't touched this since the last time. So let's see. The first thing we want to do, actually I might have touched one thing. Let's go to settings for a minute and look at permalinks. And what permalinks is basically the URL. No, I haven't touched that. So this is the default URL structure that you would have on your website. So for example, every time you do a post, it's going to have the date in here and the name of the post. We don't want that. For search engine purposes, it's better to go for search engine optimization purposes. I'm sorry, SEO. It's kind of late at night. Post name. You want to go with this. So this would be the URL and the name of your post. This is a much better format for search engine optimization. Okay, that keeps the URL shorter. Also note here, login URL, this is where you would change what that random login URL is. So if you don't like what it gave you by default, you could update it here. Just remember it. Now we're going to save the changes. And in WordPress, you have two sections that you really want to focus on. One is your pages and one is your posts. What's the difference, right? So for example, let's go to pages. We're going to click here and go to all pages. So right now the only one, I did create this. I created a test page, right? And the sample page. So these are the only, actually there's a third one. I don't know why there's not a page name. But these are the only pages that are on here right now, right? So we're going to edit this. Just click on it. Let's see, edit it. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and go to this permalink so we can see what it looks like. And this is what it looks like right now, right? This is the default theme that came with WordPress. Okay, now to edit this, you can click here to edit because we're logged in. Nobody else is going to see this. And we're going to say, let's say we type in here, hello, welcome to my site. Let's say we want to make this like this. Okay, so now we're going to update. Okay, so that's updated. So we're going to go back to viewing it again. And there it is. And this is not friendly, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to like add stuff in the website like this, right? So I don't like the way that this works. This is the default, okay? What you want, and here we're gonna go back to the dashboard. So first things first, those are pages, okay? So pages is what you would use for a static home page, your contact us page, your about us page. Is what I consider non-blog related pages, right? Now, if you're on here because you're going to start blogging, you're going to create different posts, you know, a couple times a week, once a week, whatever your frequency is, this is where the magic's going to happen. You go to post, and let's go to all posts, right? And you'll see the first one that's here is Hello World. Okay, this is where you would go ahead and create pages, posts, blog posts. Now let's say, for example, add new. It's going to pretty much look the same way, right? This is my new page, or actually let's say post to be consistent. And you can say, hey, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. This is cool, right? And then we publish it. Now, WordPress by itself doesn't really give you a lot. I mean, yeah, you can edit all this, but the power of WordPress is really in the plugins and themes. So let's see, we're going to view this post. Now notice the URL. The URL is now the website address and the name of the post here, okay? But again, this is very hard to edit, right? I mean, you know, yeah, you have your comments here. That's the other difference between pages and posts. People, you want people to be able to comment on here, okay? But, you know, you don't have control over how this looks like. I mean, it's almost like a guessing game. Another thing to keep in mind, see it says logged in as admin. It's gonna say you know, admin as the person that posted this. So you want to create a user account that's specific for you as an author if you're going to be posting. So my point here, let's go here, I'll edit again, is that this is very hard to edit your posts here and not really know what it looks like. Okay, it's kind of annoying. So let's take you to plugins. Okay, we're gonna go to installed plugins. Plugins is what makes WordPress so awesome. Okay, so first of all, there's already some plugins by default. I'm gonna deactivate this one because that kind of sometimes conflicts with other plugins. The Jetpack, this one's pretty good, this one's pretty good. Of course, we're gonna keep this one. Okay, so we're gonna select those, and bulk action is to deactivate. Just give it a sec. Let me close this so we can actually see the status when it's happening. Oh, actually, we got to click apply. My apologies. I need more coffee. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and remove those guys. So bulk action again. We already deactivated it. We're going to delete it. Yes, want to delete it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. So plugins and themes, that's really where the power's at. So I'm going to take you to thrivethemes.com. okay, if you're doing a WordPress site for business, a couple things about plugins. There's tons of plugins out there, but the things that you got to look out for is security. Don't start getting a bunch of free plugins from a bunch of developers that not everybody's using it, that are free, that don't have support. Be very careful about your plugins. So before I get into Thrive Themes, let me show you plugins. We're gonna add new plugins, okay? And there's a couple plugins that you'll see right here. These are the featured plugins, right? And these are very popular, okay? recommended plugins. Let's see here. Let's see what comes up. And you'll notice with all these plugins, one of the things you want to take note of is how many times, what the rating is, how many people have installed this, and the last update. You want to make sure that these things are updated frequently. Okay, and it doesn't have to be every day. All right, so a couple of really good plugins that you got to have right off the bat. Yoast SEO, got to get it. So we're going to install. Okay. So it's now installed, and activate. Oh, what happened? Let's see here. Nothing ever goes perfect. Oh, no, wait. No, actually, there it is. It's activated, so I'm not really sure. Also, see this? I'm glad it's showing this. See this? There is a new version of WP Forms Lite. Go ahead and update it now. When it comes to plugins, you always want to make sure that they're up to date. These developers are constantly looking for any security issues and updating them, so that's very important. Okay, so that's now up to date. And then you'll see messages as you install plugins. You'll see that the admins start being added here. So see the one that we just added, the Yoast, here it is, and you'll see up here there's notifications, and the notifications are usually getting them wanting to get you to upgrade. Look, see it says good job. We could detect no serious SEO problems. That's because we haven't really started. Okay, and I'll show you what that does. So now I'm going to go back over here to Thrive Themes for a minute. So Thrive Themes, if you're starting a business, there's going to be a lot of different plugins that you're going to need. You're going to want to do email marketing. You want to be able to connect to your autoresponder provider, whether it's MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber, any of these guys. You want to make sure that the plugins that you get support the third-party systems that you're using. Okay. Thrive Themes, and here we're going to say get all of our products. Thrive Theme has this complete toolbox of all these tools that you're going to need as a business. Okay, so it's not just their themes. This alone, their landing pages, that right there is saving you money. Okay, if you compare this to landingpages.net, which is very expensive, that right there is going to make it worth your while. Thrive Leads, okay, that's good for your email marketing. Quiz Builder, I haven't used this yet, but that's another awesome tool. Thrive Ultimatum, there's a bunch of stuff out here. Clever Widgets, Headliner Optimizer, so there's a bunch of things. Okay, yes, I want to access all of these. Okay, so here's the deal financially. All right, if you pay the whole thing up front for the year, it basically comes out to $19 a month. If you don't want to do that big investment right now, you could do it quarterly for $30 a month. Okay, well worth the money. This one here, that's agency membership. This is if you're a website designer or marketer and you want to have this agency license that you would have. It's like a developer license, so you can build sites using Thrive Themes for other customers. This is what I might end up doing if I start offering that service. I'm still feeling it out depending on what you guys want. If you guys want to do it yourself, DIY, then you don't need me to start doing this. You guys will get your own license and go at it. If you guys feel more comfortable with my team handling it, then then we'll go that route. But right now we're building content and waiting to see. Okay, so you would do this. You would say add to cart. It's going to bring you to the checkout. So it's $228 for the year, and you do that every year. Okay, I'm not going to do that now because I already paid. I already have my membership. So I'm going to go to my member login. Okay, I already have it pre-populated in here. Okay, righty. So what we want to get right off the bat Okay, we want to download, we're going to download Thrive Leads. We're going to download Content Builder and Landing Pages. And then these are the main themes that they have. Let's see here. There's a couple different ones. So, and the interesting thing about looking at the themes is that they all look really nice when there's content. When you first install it and you don't have any content, it looks very empty. And that's just typical when you start building a website. The other thing I like about these guys is that all their themes are already designed to be responsive for mobile sites. Okay, and with mobile sites being so popular today, that's very important. Okay, so you could go out there and spend 20 bucks on a theme out there. It's not going to be supported long term, most likely, depending on who you get. It's not going to have all these other tools either. It's just going to be a theme. So that's why I recommend Thrive themes to people, because of all the tools that come with it. And like I mentioned before, just comparing it to something like landingpages.net, you're saving money. All right, so let's see. Maybe we'll do the Square one. Why not, right? Okay, so we're going to download this theme too. And the other good thing here too is I'm not going to get into too much detail, but these guys have great tutorials to go over everything. They've really taken the time to create all of these videos to really walk you through everything. They also have a Thrive University, which is very awesome. I recommend you take the time to do this. You'll see there's a lot of great tutorials here. So that's the other thing that I like about it. I mean, there's a lot of good information here. Okay, and then once you download everything, you're also going to want to go to My Account and License Keys. Okay, and this is basically where your license is going to be that you're going to need to be able to install in your website. So now I'm going to return over here, and let's see, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Appearance and Themes. Okay, and I'm going to say Add New. I'm going to say Upload Theme. Click it. Still thinking? Do it again. Upload Theme. Upload Theme. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I need more coffee. Here it is. Choose File. And no, we want to go to my downloads because that's where it downloaded. And let's see, I have all this information here. And you want to look for the one that's the theme. So it's this one, Squared. Open. And install now. So you can see it's uploading. So depending on your speed, let's see. Okay, so it's unpacking the package. Theme installed. Okay, now we're gonna activate it. Okay, so it's activated. So now I'm gonna go to my plugins and I'm gonna say Add New and Upload Plugin. So it's reminding me here that I got to do the license activation. And I'll do that now once I install all of the plugins. Oh, again, I'm not paying attention. Okay, so going back down here, so I'll say my Thrive Visual Editor here, install now. and it's uploading. And I could have done this ahead of time, but I wanted to show you guys in detail what you got to do. You know, this isn't that difficult. You just have to follow the steps and take your time to do it. And there we go. Now we activate that plugin. Okay, I'm gonna add another one. And I'm only installing 2 of the plugins right now. But again, it's the same process. You go back to Thrive Themes, you download the other plugins that you want, and you upload them and you install them. It's that simple. And there we go. Install now. Forgot if I activated that last one now. So no biggie. We'll go back and look. I think I did though. Installing the plugin. So this is kind of like the boring part, right? Activate plugin. Okay, so let's see here. So yeah, both of them are activated. And you'll see, like I said before, every time you install a plugin, something comes up here on the side for that plugin. So here we go, Thrive Dashboard and License Manager. Okay, so I am going to, again, copy my license here, which I am going to blur out because I don't want you guys using my license. All right. Okay. Activate license. And we're done. And then the thing too is you get to use that license on unlimited on all of your websites as long as it's your websites. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the dashboard, right? So great, I got Squared, I got my content builder, I got my Thrive leads. There's a lot of other things here. Okay, like I said, there's a university that you go to, or if you guys really want me to get into one of these things deep, then we can do that too. Just drop a comment and let me know. So I'm going to go back to my pages now, right? So remember what a pain in the ass that was to kind of like edit. So let's see here, this one here. Now notice, I'm going to click on it, okay? And you'll notice that now I have this edit with Thrive Content Builder. Ooh, okay, so now I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to update. Okay. And now instead of editing here, I'm going to edit with Thrive Content Builder. And here's the wonderful thing. See, now I can actually see the menu, right? So I can, for example, I can drop this component here. Oh, I already had one, so I probably shouldn't have done, but okay, good example. I can go ahead and X that out. I can come in here. This is really cool. Okay. You can see I can do my bold. I can, if I wanted a different color, let's say I wanted, you know, for whatever reason, blue, I can do that. Let's see what else I can do. I can increase the font size. So let's say I want that to be 25. See, very cool. If I want to drop an image, I can drop an image here, add media. I already have my logo here. If not, you will come here and you say, hey, I want to upload a file. So let's see, I think I have let me see, maybe here. This is one of my favorite pics. Insert. Boom. Yes, that's really me. And see, you could go ahead and, you know, lower it. you know, there's so many things that you could do. I mean, it's really incredible. Yeah, let me get this out of it. Now I gotta move my video again. Okay. And then you want to constantly press save changes when you do things, so that way if anything happens, you could always go back to the last one. Okay, so this is a much better editor. All right, so now let's see, assign a primary menu. This drove me nuts last time, so let's see if we could take care of this. Okay, and you can basically close this page out. We're already here, and you want to press this update as well. Okay, the other thing too, remember that we installed Yoast? So this is where Yoast comes in. So Yoast will, you know, guide you on your SEO. Obviously, I didn't have any content in here. So in here, you know, if this turns out to be a page, like let's say this was a landing page for a sales funnel, you could click no follow, so that way it doesn't get spidered by Google. You could put follow. Let's see what else we got. You could put Facebook title here, Facebook description, a specific image, you know, very important things. You could put a keyword here. Oh, actually, no, actually here. So my bad. You know, so let's say this was about testing. You know, it's gonna give you an analysis. Like right now, it's basically telling you, you know, the text contains 4 words. This is far below the minimum 300. So it's going to guide you on how much content you should have. You know, you can see here, it'll give you, hey, SEO needs improvement, readability needs improvement. So you just got to play with it. Okay. You also have this, Thrive Themes also adds this in here. So if you want to show the title, hide the title, focus areas, you know, a lot of different options. Your social media options. You know, so in here you could put a specific title, description, image, your Twitter account information, a lot of different things. Okay, so let's say, because this is my favorite. So let's say you're going to start a sales funnel, and if you don't know what a sales funnel is, drop me a comment here because I'm probably going to start doing a video on a sales funnel. Okay. Sales funnel is very important. A lot of people aren't doing this when they go out there and do a Facebook ad, for example, and that's just a waste of money if you have your Facebook ad going directly to your website. If you're doing that, stop your Facebook ad now because you're throwing money away. I promise you. All right, so enter title. Now this is going to be a little. Oh, actually, we need to put in the headliner. So let's say free. Ebook on creating your blog, right? So we're going to go ahead and you'll notice that the permalink gets created, free ebook creating blog. You know, you can edit that if you want it to match, you know, exactly how you did it in the title. Okay. You know, save draft or publish, either way. Go here to edit. Okay. Now instead of following your theme, we're going to use this. We're going to say choose a landing page. So this is if we were doing a sales funnel. And you can see there's a lot of different, you know, you can sort out templates according to what you're trying to do. Well, that one didn't have anything. Default landing pages. Okay. Let's see, video. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of different types of templates here, and this right here is basically what's competing with lead pages. All right, so let's say 2-step. Okay, and let's say offer focused homepage. Go here, say load landing page. So look at that, right off the bat, you now have a default page, and all you have to do is finish it up. You know, so if you have your logo, upload your logo. So let's see, I'm gonna delete that logo, and I can drop an image here. right? And I have my logo on here already, so I could do that. Insert in, right? Could make my logo a little smaller. Okay. This, maybe I don't want this, so I could get rid of that. Get rid of all these extra things. Okay. Adjust this to whatever you want this to be. Have your description. So these are pretty much pre-made templates of an optimized landing page. Okay. Your free ebook will go in here. Let's see here. Change image. All right, so I'm going to upload. I think I have one here because I did one not too long ago. Let's see, I have so many things. Nope, but that's the actual PDF. That's not what I want. So let's see, documents. Oh my goodness, I have so many things here. I don't remember if I put it under logo. No, it's not under logo. Video again is in the way. Shoot, I apologize. I don't remember. Here we go. All right, my 5 must-haves. You know what? While that's uploading, I'm gonna go ahead. I believe I could do multiple uploads. I'll upload my little picture here too. So upload. There we go. All right, so that one uploaded and that one uploaded. So I'm going to do this one first. Boom, look at that. Perfect fit. Wow. And let's see. I'm going to see if in here I can go ahead, change image, and use me. I haven't done this, so I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. I am being cut into a circle. That's kind of weird. All right, so I could have that. That's, and sorry, Shane, Okay. Let's see, get instant access to the ebook, let's say, right? And again, I mean, you have control to change all the colors here. So like, if you're not fond of yellow, you can change that, This too, we can change, let me see here, edit components. So the submit button, see, send me the free ebook now. See? Okay. Now here's the interesting thing. Great, you have this form, right? You have this landing page all set up. Let's go ahead and save the changes, right? Because I told you, you gotta save it as much as you can. But now, where does this form go? You're gonna click here, and you see connect with service. And this is the main power here that I like about this. You're gonna go to create new, and you can either do a HTML form or API. I prefer API. Okay, API stands for Application Programming Interface. It drives me nuts when I see these videos of these guys and they're like, I don't know what API is. I'm a programmer. API, Application Programming Interface. That's basically how one system can communicate with another system. Gosh, guys, you gotta know this stuff. Okay, so we don't have any connections right now. So you say add new connection, select an app. And see, these are all the various e-marketing systems that are out there that are popular. Okay. I've heard things about MailerLite. I want to try that out and see how that is. And I mean, they're all basically good. Look, there's even webinar systems. Oh, that's good to know. GoToWebinar and Webinar Jam Studio. Jam Studio I've seen very popular. Interesting. I don't see Zoom in here. Zoom's another interesting one. So there's a lot of providers here. Okay. So I'm gonna say, let's say MailChimp, because I have MailChimp right now. I'm in the process of changing it. Now MailChimp is gonna ask for an API key. So I'm gonna come over here I'm going to go to my MailChimp account. Okay. And let's see. So on MailChimp, you will go to Account, Extras, and under Extras, you'll see API keys. I mean, it's really hidden in there. And then here, you'll see a couple API keys that I already have. Or you can create a new key, which is usually best to do if you're working with different systems. This way you could turn off a site easily. I'm going to go ahead and reuse this one. So now when we come back in here, we just plug it in and we do connect. Okay, so now we're done. Now we have our connection, see? So MailChimp shows up. And you can have multiple connections. So, you know, you can have one page go somewhere and the other one goes somewhere else. So now I'm just going back to the page and I'm saying click in here. Not shoot, my bad. It just brought me back here again. So let's see, we're going to go back, we're going to do it again, connect with service, create new connection, API, and now it should recognize, see, there you go. So MailChimp came up, and then you can see here the different programs I have. So I'm going to say my different lists, so I'm going to say 5, right? You can say double opt-in or single opt-in. Okay, double opt-in means subscribers will need to confirm their email addresses. I mean, that's a good thing to have. Some people don't do it because they're afraid that they're going to lose them. So you say save, boom. All right, and then these are the fields that are on the page, I believe. All right, so if you want to display them on, we're going to go back to that. And then here, after the form is submitted, what do you want to do? You probably want to take it to redirect to page. And then here it's going to ask you to search for a page, but we don't have one yet. So I'm going to say redirect to URL, and we'll put the domain name.com/thankyou. Okay, so now you just got to remember that this is a page that we got to create, right? So we're going to save for a minute. Okay, so the only thing we had here was email, all right? So if you go back to connect with service, we can say, hey, we want to collect the name too, right? Display it, let's see, validation. You don't need validation on it. Does it have to be required or not? It's up to you. Okay, and then we're going to save again. And see, now you have email and name. Okay, and let's save changes. So now let's close this. Let's see, I'm going to close this over here. Right, I'm going to publish that. Okay, so we're going to view the page. So here's our page, right? Right. And of course, I mean, I'm trying to rush through this because we're already at like 39 minutes. But you know, you update all this information everywhere. Okay. So now we're just gotta create one more page. Okay, so we're gonna say add new. Remember, we called the page thank you, right? Thank you. So that should create the thank you. There we go. And you know what? Actually, no. I'm sorry. Let's take this a step back. All right. I'm not gonna save this page. So if we don't save it, we'll be fine. I'm gonna go to all pages. It's going to ask me, I want to leave? Yes, leave. Leave without saving it. And I'll explain why in a minute. So you see this is the book, this is the page we created. So another cool feature about Thrive that I learned today, you click clone. All right, boom. So this just created this page and it's called clone. Okay, we're going to edit this. And we're going to change this so that this is the thank you page. Okay. And then we can say thank you. All right. Now we're going to save the draft. Going to go edit in Content Builder. And the reason I did this is so that this way we don't have to go through all the trouble of picking the right landing page and all that, you know, which we may mess up. So now I'll just get rid of this stuff because we're not going to use it. We already have this page, right? You know, boom. Okay, so maybe in here, you know, we want to say thank you for subscribing. Subscribing. And use spell check because I'm like going blank in my head right now. Here's your free PDF, for example, right? You know, make sure you update all this. I mean, I'm just doing this really quickly. Let's move this up because it's getting in the way. And actually, if you already have it uploaded, then great. No, we don't. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go here for a second. I'll go to Media. I'll say Add New. Select Files. Let's see, we're going to go back to my downloads, I believe. Because I had my ebook here. Here's my ebook. Boom. So it's uploading. And it's already uploaded. Right? And we can copy the URL there. All right. I can close out of here. I'm going to come back over here and I'll say free PDF. You know, insert. You know, and again, I'm not taking the time to make this pretty and stuff. Okay. So this is now the thank you page. So let's see if that worked, right? Let's go back to my blog over here. And here's the interesting thing. Let's take a look real quick. So santialfonso.com. So right now we have this default WordPress site, right? And let's say, you know, you're not ready yet to get your site going, but you do want to start marketing a sales funnel. Let's see here. We can go ahead and set that sales funnel to be the home page for now. You can always change that later. Let's see here. And here's another thing you want to do is you want to, you know, update this. So site title, I'm going to call it Santi Alfonso sales funnels. Learn money online. Okay. So yeah, we'll leave that like that. Save changes. Let's see here. Writing. We're just going to go through the settings real fast here. These are the default settings. You can leave them alone. Reading. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So under reading and in settings, front page displays your latest, right? We want to say a static page, front page, and we can say free ebook on creating your blog, right? And save changes. Okay, so now when we come to the site, boom, we'll start with this. Okay, so this will be your home page for now until you have time to build your site in the back end, and then you can go ahead and change it around. Okay, so you know what? Let's take this for a trip. So we're gonna say, let me see here, my email at yahoo.com, Santiago, and send me the free ebook now. So it's going. Oh, 404. This page isn't found. Why? This is not good. So let's go. Did we forget to publish it? Is that what happened? Did I exit out before I got to publish the page? That would kind of suck, right? So let's see. See, this is good in this demo. This way you guys get to see that not everything is perfect, right? But this is, see, I have 2 thank you pages now. Ooh, how did I do that? So let's see what this one looks like. Okay, that's the one that we want. And then what's this one here? I must have saved multiple drafts. Yeah, that's not what we want. Okay, so this one here, we're gonna say trash that one. Okay, now this one here, we want to, let's go ahead and edit it real quick. And this one, let's come here to our options. We want to say no follow because we don't want Google to index this page, right? And we're going to go ahead and say publish. I did this on purpose, by the way. You know that, right? All right. So now we're going to go back. We're going to say send the free ebook now. Boom. Now it's coming to the right page. Now we get to click here. It's going to bring you to the PDF. And life is good. And we just basically created a simple little funnel right there, and you learned how to make your website. So that's it for now. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet so you can get the updates. I am on a mission now to create a lot of content and get this to you guys. I have a conference coming up next month, and I want to have a lot of material to share with everybody. Okay, so let me know what you think. If there's other content editors that you prefer, let me know. I'm always looking. I like to learn. I'm looking at Divi right now. I've heard a lot of great things, but what I like about Thrive Themes is that it just seems to be real complete with all the tools that you need to create a funnel, which is important in business. That's what you got to do. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.